Why, hello there. So last episode we're continuing to paint these Max Tac. Got blues on, and we got the blacks on. So the next color I'm gonna do is this brown. It's onyx skin. I'm gonna do the pouches, some straps, maybe some of the boots, and that'll be next on my little list here. So there it is. We'll see how long that takes, and if it's pretty fast, which I imagine it will be, maybe we'll do a highlight of the blue. We'll see. So welcome back. I'm painting up these Max Tac for Cyberpunk Red by Monster Fightclub. Super fun game. If you haven't checked it out, go check them out. They're amazing. Inside and out. Company, game, all of it. Onyx Skin by Army Painter. It's pretty great. I just used it, so I didn't shake it, but, you know. I'm going to thin it a little bit with some water. A little too much there. Using my size 4 brush still. Look at the tip is good. Yeah, I use a pretty giant brush. It just holds more paint. You can get it in there to do the thing. So when I'm base coating, that's what I like to use. I'm just gonna come paint all of the baggies brown, and the belts, and then some of the boots are gonna be brown, just to break up the color a little bit. I don't want everything to be black, and I don't want everything to be black and blue. Just most things black and blue. Some more straps here. Straps. Bam. Yeah. Pretty straightforward on this one. So there's a couple of straps here. Boom. That's all I'm really looking for. So on this guy, just make sure they got that connection point with the blue tack there, because I'm going to glue them to the bases here in a little bit, but not quite yet. I'll touch up some of it too if I get out of the lines, but we're just trying to get the paint where we want it. It's gonna come off at the base. The straps are behind the legs. Bam. That's that. Those little pouchies. There we go. And then that's 2 of 6. We're just doing straps. We're just getting straps painted. That's most of this sort of miniature. Tactical gear miniature, guys. But Max Tac are awesome. If you've played the games, if you played Cyberpunk 2077, a really fun cutscene near the beginning of the game. Let me go ahead and do the skin with this onyx too, just to get it started. Bam. It's a fun cutscene where they come down in a airship and secure the area. Alright, this dude's got tall boots on. And more pouches, and more pouches, and more pouches. Make sure he's stuck to that base. More pouches, and the belt, and his belt, and the pouches. Oh wait, is this a medic? There we go. Another one. go. And I'm gonna do the boots. Bootsy bootsies. Just like that. So round and around we go. Getting all of those things. Which is kind of the boring part here, right? We're just getting base coats on right now. Base coat, base coat, base coat, base coat. So then we'll have 3 colors on these guys. So we'll have the brown, the black, and the blue. The base coat on those, and then we can start highlighting up. Bonk. And I'm sure there's a million things that people have ideas about, like how you put paint on and how you're supposed to. But you know what? There's no rules. Enjoy this. Bring your models to life with painting. There we go. One more. These pouches, those pouches, these pouches. Bam, bam, bam. All right. Next up, some pouches on the chesty. Boom. Straps back here. Boom. Now this guy. Metal. This guy's super armored. Just do the around here. Boom. Oh, and then this long one. Right here along that. Goes right back under that's bam. Got some pouches up front. Boom. Pretty good. More faces, only one face. Everybody has helmets. We like helmets around here. Oh, this guy's face. Here's the bottom of it. There we go. There's that color. Where are we at? 8 minutes. So from there, I'm gonna take this crystal blue and I'm gonna highlight up the blue parts just a little bit. I know this crystal blue is going to probably be pretty bright on there, but that's okay because I am going to give these guys a wash and then we'll go for a whole nother highlight. So, blue. So on these guys, I'm just going to kind of give it some, it's cloth, so I want it to be, this is kind of how I highlight cloth. It's not necessarily an edge highlight, because I like it to look as though it's a little splotchy here and there, almost camo-y. Splotchy a word I can use? I don't know. Just gives it some depth. I'm looking for depth here. I want the back of his head to be blue too. Bam! Ah! I hate this blue tack situation. I'm gonna glue them to the bases probably. In the next video, exciting stuff. Benjamin glues dudes to the bases. So if you don't know me, I am a commission painter. I am a teacher. I teach classes. I'm a teacher of miniature painting and Dungeons and Dragons. I am not a school teacher, but I do teach at schools. That's 2. Yeah. So my main gig is miniature painting, and then I also 3D print and play lots of games. And teach kids Dungeons and Dragons and all the things. And I'm coming up with more classes as we speak about. I did a Recently had a airbrush class where I 3D printed models that looked like similar to Land Raiders for Horus Heresy, so people could practice what they're painting on. And then just giving these guys a little love here in the cloth. Boop, 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 boop. In the cloth. It was a lot of fun. We had 3 people show up in my studio, and one of them had his own airbrush that I helped him get cleaned up and fixed, and then 2 more borrowed airbrushes. They were about to buy airbrushes, so I walked them through all of the steps, maintenance, how to use it. Came out really great. One of the guys did some hazard stripes like Iron Warriors like. He was excited to learn how to do that. It was a good time. Good few hours with some people learning to paint minis. Just my favorite stuff. There we go. Alright, that's 2 more colors done. So let's mark those off the list. We did Onyx Brown and Highlight the Crystal Blue. So we're at about 12 minutes. I think next up, I'm going to go ahead and highlight the black with some gray. So we can do a wash next video. We'll glue them on the bases and wash them next video. So, this should be fairly quick, just like the blue. I'm just gonna go through and hit the raised areas. Actually, I'll do the gray the next video. Someone's trying to get a hold of me. All right, thanks for watching. Like, follow, subscribe, do all the things that you do to videos. You are the best. You are amazing. You can paint. I promise you. Be kind. Be exactly who you are. Thank you so much.